Okay, so before we get into the topic, we've got to go way back to where he first began. So Marshall Mathers, also known as Eminem, was a child. Obviously, they grew up in Detroit. He had a very dysfunctional upbringing, and he often got himself into a lot of trouble through his mistakes as well as other people's as well. He began rapping when he hit high school, when he participated in several rap battles with the students from his school and from other schools. He was known as Eminem back then, and when he got older, he altered his name to Eminem. Yeah, Eminem kind of actually went to other schools without any specific permission to rap other people. Yeah, he got himself into a lot of trouble by doing that as well. As he grew up, he had like problems with his mother after his father abandoned him. After Marshall Mathers' birth, obviously when his father left him, his mother had to take care of him all by herself. She had a Valium addiction, which Eminem explains in his song "My Mom." And Valium was not the only drug she took, because she wasn't really a big alcoholic, drugaholic, everything. Valium was not the only drug that she took, but one of many. Eminem even mentioned that she gave some Valium to him, to which it led to painful stomach aches and all sorts of stuff. And this bad example has led Eminem to believe that drugs are not bad, and this proves to be coincidental in later years. Basically, what I meant to say was consequential. He believed that drugs were good, and yeah, it didn't do well for him. So Eminem's songs, 90% of Eminem's songs are about or like reference his past in a way. It mentions his experiences, and his main songs, or a vast majority of his main songs, are all about his mother, his cheating wife Kim, and his beloved daughter Haley, who he cherishes really much. Eminem makes great songs fueled by feelings and emotions that many people seem to grasp. One of his greatest hits, "Not Afraid," is about his fight against alcohol and raising his hand to those who are struggling to fight off the addiction. This is a great example to how Eminem songs can affect others. Pushing his albums aside, many of his great songs are actually diss tracks. Not just about his ex-wife Kim and his mother, but to other rappers. He's had beef with lots of other rappers, and some of these rappers have had very bad repercussions to him and to them as well. A rapper known as Ray Benzino and his label Hangman 3 was once very, very popular until Eminem tarnished his reputation in various diss songs, such as Nail in the Coffin and The Source, and this resulted in Benzino's fans turning against him. The same thing happened to a rapper known as Ja Rule and his label called Murder Inc., where Eminem dissed him in various diss tracks such as Bully and Haley's Revenge. Very good songs, but very aggressive too. And as an added note, Eminem's dissed both Ja Rule and Benzino in one of his most aggressive songs he's ever wrote, called "Go to Sleep," which featured popular artists like Obi Trice and even DMX. The song was actually wrote after when Eminem published the song "Toy Soldiers." If you're aware of that, the Toy Soldiers is actually about the death of his friend Swift, who was part of D12, which was Eminem's like gangster friends and song artists group. Yeah, Go to Sleep came straight after that. How Eminem songs are affecting the music industry. Now, in the music industry, we all know about piracy, illegal downloads, and to be honest, even though rap doesn't mention these things entirely, or most rappers don't mention them, it actually leaves a subliminal message. Yeah, references. The biggest example I can give to you, which I'll show you later, is a song called Fight Music. This was featured as a D12 song, but Eminem actually kind of wrote most of the lines. This song is the best example I can do. As I quote, the song goes on to mention in the introduction, D12, the Dirty Dozen, led by some white boy called Eminem. They are single-handedly destroying the music industry. Straight into it. It is therefore. Basically, it's just a lyrical reference on people's views on rap and the music industry. There are more people in the music industry that dislike rap due to it being mainly known for having violent natures and promoting bad things, very bad things that we're not going to talk about. There are more people in the industry that don't like it. In the line of the song, it's basically saying that Eminem is aiming to force hip-hop to become more popular in the music industry and destroy people's views on hip-hop itself. And it makes sense because the music industry will have to adapt and to forge money from this genre and see that hip-hop is just a genre of music and rather than just a bad influence. And I don't know why, but now mentioning that, Eminem wants to prove it's good with bad things. Marshall Mathers. Okay, so I'm not going to show you all of these videos because they're all long and they're all boring, but I will show you just the introduction to the Fight Music song. I'm not going to show you all of these is because some of them have very inappropriate content and profanity. But, yeah. And I'll pause it at the time. What? Back. No.
You might need to copy and paste that, the URL.
Yeah.
Let's click for all. Click for all. Good.